I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you added up the percentages of African versus like
Yes.
like European?
Have you?
I did,
Okay.
but I may have to redo mine again.
I think my African percentage came out to 40%.
Do you want to do it real quick?
Sure.
And see, just to confirm, because that was interesting.
Yeah,
to
that
me.
was too. I was kind of looking for like, you know, they have the pie chart. I was looking to see
Yeah.
if maybe they had like a breakdown that kind of showed that,
Right.
but it didn't. I guess you
No.
got to kind of add them up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What do you want to do first? African?
Sure.
Okay. So you tell me the numbers.
Okay,
and I'll
so
type in.
17, 10, 7, 5, and 1. Oh, and another 1.
Okay. So you're 41% African.
41%. And what are you?
So
Let's see.
I am. So 26.
I predict you're more African.
11, 7, 3. So I'm 47% African.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Now, how did you break down the other parts?
Like in terms of
Like Europe? Like
I
were
just
saying-
said, you know what, African, and
then everything else.
Yeah, because that's
kind of
probably
how
more
I
my
looked at it.
Caucasian side.
Yeah,
would
exactly.
be everything else.
So like Europe and
Yeah.
for me, Middle East, Spain, all that. So yeah, it's interesting to know that too.
Yeah.
And I know you found quite a few cousins. Did you find any first cousins that you didn't know before?
No.
Okay.
Mostly
Second and third cousins.
Thirds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I had one first cousin that I don't know, and I had I think I have 5 second cousins.
Wow.
And then
That's
a
more
whole
than I
lot of
have.
third and fourth cousins, but 519 in total. Which you had? How many do you have? You have like
I'm gonna check
a lot,
now.
right?
I'm gonna
I feel
check.
like you have a lot.
I had 700 and something the last time I checked. I just have to find out where.
And how often do you find that it goes up? Like,
It changed once in the year and a half that I've done it.
That's what I
so-
thought. I didn't think it was going to be something that changed
No.
often. Because, yeah, there's going to be more people added to the database. But my cousin actually, we're like on the same wavelength because she was saying that she wanted to get, that's what she wanted for Mother's Day, which is coming up this weekend, to do hers. So if she
Which
does
cousin?
hers, Carrie.
Okay.
Yeah. So my cousin from Detroit. So she's going to do hers, and then that will probably give some more information as well.
I can't find that. Oh, here it comes.
Oh.
Here we go.
Just
I
about to give it up.
have 774 fourth cousins or closer.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I haven't really connected with, literally just did this. I sent one message to my first cousin, just trying to see like how we were related.
Right.
And then I sent a message to someone that came up on my mother's side, my grandmother. Her maiden name was Carson, so this person had the same maiden name.
Right.
And it said that she was my, I can't remember. She was a cousin. I can't remember if it was fourth or third cousin, but
Okay.
that confuses me. Like, I was trying to figure out, but what I figured out, I believe, is her grandfather was brothers with my great grandfather. Something like that. It's
Wait till
confusing.
you start getting into the once removed, twice removed.
Oh no, I
don't
can't.
get
I don't
that.
even know what that means.
No, my cousin tried to explain it,
like
but
a
I
foreign
never get
language.
it.
I was looking at it, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't. I can only like learn so much at once.
know,
but
it's a lot. It's
but yeah,
overwhelming.
you taking it in, it's a lot of information. But yeah, I definitely was happy to do this. I think that knowledge is power. Also, there's a lot of history and stories that like I never knew about, which it makes it feel so much more real because we could never know these people's stories. Like even just through building my family tree, learning, certain things. And I'll tell the one story quickly that I was mentioning to you. So there was a photo in my family tree, and this person was listed as my great grandmother's mother. And so I looked at the picture, and then I kind of sent it to my mom and my sister, and my sister's like, this girl looks familiar. And then I was like, oh my God, this literally looks like you when you were younger. And she's like, oh, it kind of does. Like, and we were just like, wow, this is crazy. And we're here thinking that it's basically her great-great-grandmother. So I went a little bit deeper into the family tree and the different records that I could find, and I actually realized that she was my great-grandfather's second wife. So he was originally married to another woman who, and they had my great grandmother
Right.
together. So this was actually, this lady in the picture wasn't even related by blood,
Right.
but she looked so much like my sister. So it was
resembled her.
so strange. But just going into that story, it was weird because when her daughter was 1, she passed away. Like the mother passed away. And then, so the father got remarried to this lady, and this lady raised her. And then later you see other records where the stepmom died. I think she was maybe around 36, I believe.
Okay.
But she was found by my great grandmother.
Wow.
So it says that on like on the death certificate.
Wow.
So it just like paints this story like
yeah.
that must have been crazy for my great grandmother, who I met
know.
once, you know, in the 80s before she passed away. But, you know, just like losing your mom at 1 and then like finding your stepmother. I don't know. It just really makes you think like these are real people with real stories, you know, and just learning more about my other side of the family, like the whole native thing. I'm like, okay, where did that come into play?
Right.
I'm going to explore that more. And then also the fact that my grandfather, who I've never met my grandparents, my father's parents, because they passed before my parents even met, but how he was a reverend, and I didn't know that. So I was like, oh, what the heck?
No,
like,
it's amazing.
so yeah, it's just like so much history and so many stories. So maybe we'll do like an update 6 months or a year from now and see if we have updates and if we've met any other family or found any more stories. We can do like an update.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for taking this journey with me. Would definitely recommend doing this. You know, of course, there's a lot of theories behind why you shouldn't do it, but for me, it was like the benefits outweighed the concerns that I had. So yeah, we went with Ancestry DNA. I think for me, because they had the biggest database, they also had a special going on. So I was like, okay, I'm all about the deals. Don't know if I told you this, but the one thing that I was not impressed about is they didn't send me an email saying that like my results were in.
Oh, yeah,
and I
they're
was
supposed
I
to.
was building my family tree, and all of a sudden the pie chart pops up, and I'm like, and I saw the top 2, and I was like, oh no, like I took away from the element of surprise, and they didn't email me till like later that day.
That's weird.
So that was kind of
That's
annoying.
a flaw.
That was definitely a flaw.
I got
That
a
was
message
annoying.
from a cousin who said, oh, your results are in, we're family, it's official. So I was like, he didn't tell me what I was, but I actually went and checked right after that.
And that's how you knew that yours
and then
were
I had
back.
the email though.
Oh my goodness. You need to step it up, Ancestry,
I know,
in that
right?
department. Let people know first, because you never know, people might want to have some surprise.
Right.
Exactly.
It was really exciting to find out what you are and how we are related in terms of, you know, the shared regions.
Yeah.
And again, definitely the Middle Eastern surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
I also just wanted to say I knew you'd have the Italy, didn't think you'd have the Ireland and Scotland in you, but was really interested in finding out where in Africa, you know, your dad and his family came from. So
yeah,
thank you.
me too. Yeah, thank you for being a part of it. We've been friends for almost 25 years, so a long time. And so yeah, again, we'd always hear like, oh, you guys look alike, you look like sisters, whatever. So I guess that makes sense, since we have how many did we end up with the same?
All right, so the Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu people were all one, and then we had the France, the England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe, Benin and Togo, Mali, Ireland and Scotland, and Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria. But yours was blended in something else.
Yeah, so like 7, 8-ish. That's our kind of ambiguous ancestry, because I feel like we're like one of those people like always gets asked, what's your background? What's your background? Where are you from?
Now I'm like, I gotta pull out Ancestry.
I know, I'm like, actually,
you.
these 14
You really
different
wanna
things. We just like get business cards, and people like, where's your background? Where are you from? Bam, just walk away. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for checking us out. We will definitely try to come with an update. So like and subscribe, and you'll definitely get that.
And do the
update.
test.
Exactly, and do the test and do your own video. And
Exactly.
yeah. Thank you so much. Peace and love.